It was about 9 o'clock in the evening. Balaram took Trailokya to another room and gave him refreshments. Sri Ramakrishna began to tell the devotees about Trailokya and people of his views. Master to Girish, M. and the other devotees. Do you know what these people are like? They are like a frog living in a well who has never seen the outside world. He knows only his well. So, he will not believe that there is such a thing as the world. Likewise, people talk so much about the world because they have not known the joy of God. To Girish, why do you argue with them so much? They busy themselves with both the world and God. One cannot understand the joy of God unless one has tasted it. Can anybody explain sex pleasure to a 5-year-old boy? Worldly people talk about God only from hearsay. Children, hearing their old aunts quarreling among themselves, learn to say, "There is my God. I swear by God." But that doesn't matter. I don't blame such people. Can all comprehend the indivisible Satchidanand? Only 12 rishis could recognize Ramachandra. All cannot recognize an incarnation of God. Some take him for an ordinary man, some for a holy person, and only a few recognize him as an incarnation. One offers a price for an article according to one's capital. A rich man said to his servant, "Take this diamond to the market and let me know how different people price it. Take it first of all to the eggplant seller." The servant took the diamond to the eggplant seller. He examined it, turning it over in the palm of his hand, and said, "Brother, I can give 9 seers of eggplants for it." "Friend," said the servant, "a little more, say 10 seers?" The eggplant seller replied, "No, I have already quoted above the market price. You may give it to me if that price suits you." The servant laughed. He went back to his master and said, "Sir, he would give me only 9 seers of eggplants and not one more. He said he had offered more than the market price." The master smiled and said, "Now take it to the cloth dealer." The other man deals only in eggplants. What does he know about a diamond? The cloth dealer has a little more capital. Let us see how much he offers for it. The servant went to the cloth dealer and said, "Will you buy this? How much will you pay for it?" The merchant said, "Yes, it is a good thing. I can make a nice ornament out of it. I will give you 900 rupees for it." "Brother," said the servant, "offer a little more, and I will sell it to you. Give me at least 1,000 rupees. The cloth dealer said, "Friend, don't press me for more. I have offered more than the market price. I cannot give a rupee more. Suit yourself." Laughing, the servant returned to his master and said, "He won't give a rupee more than 900. He too said that he had quoted above the market price. The master said with a laugh, "Now take it to a jeweler. Let us see what he has to say." The servant went to a jeweler. The jeweler glanced at the diamond and said at once, "I will give you 100,000 rupees for it." They talk of practicing religion in the world. Suppose a man is shut up in a room. All the doors and windows are closed. Only a little light comes through a hole in the ceiling. Can he see the sun with that roof over his head? And what will he do with only one ray of light? Woman and gold is the roof. Can he see the sun unless he removes the roof? Worldly people are shut up in a room, as it were. The incarnations of God belong to the class of the Ishvara Kotis. They roam about in the open spaces. They are never imprisoned in the world, never entangled by it. Their ego is not the thick ego of the worldly people. The ego, the I consciousness of worldly people, is like 4 walls and a roof. The man inside them cannot see anything outside. The ego of the incarnations and the other Ishvara Kotis is a thin ego. Through it, they have an uninterrupted vision of God. Take the case of a man who stands by a wall on both sides of which there are meadows stretching to infinity. If there is a hole in the wall, through it he can see everything on the other side. If the hole is a big one, he can even pass through it. The ego of the incarnations and other Ishvara Kotis is like the wall with a hole. Though they remain on this side of the wall, still they can see the endless meadow on the other side. That is to say, though they have a human body, they are always united with God. Again, if they will, they can pass through the big hole to the other side and remain in Samadhi. And if the hole is big enough, they can go through it and come back again. That is to say, though established in Samadhi, they can again descend to the worldly plane. The devotees listened breathlessly to these words about the mystery of divine incarnation.